Good morning, everyone. It is 28 degrees in my garage, which means it's about 20 degrees outside, I believe. Just leaving for work, getting out the door a little late today. Just having some issues like tissues, one right after another. But now I am off. Ooh, it's sunny today, which is a good thing. I actually had to wash my car yesterday because it was so dirty I couldn't see out the side windows from all the frickin' snow. Hi, Robert. Good morning. It's been a very cold, snowy last couple of days, let me tell you. Uh-oh, my neighbor's trying to back out. Let me get out of the way here before she hits me. So, because it got up to 34 degrees, but not much. We still got quite a bit on the ground, and we are going to get more on Sunday, but not before we have some rain on Saturday. So we might get rid of some of the snow before we get more, but I guess we'll find out. So I've been playing this game called Apex Legends. If you're a gamer, you've probably heard of this game. And I was watching videos on it for the last couple of weeks. I've been like watching videos on it. And yesterday when I found out that my godson Devante was playing the game, I thought, well, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot because it's free to download, free to play. If you just look up Apex Legends, you can download it through Origins. I think you can get it through Steam as well, free to play, but I downloaded via Origins. And I've been playing kind of non-stop since yesterday when I downloaded it. And I suck. I totally suck. I am not somebody that you should get advice from on how to play this game, because on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably like a 3. And I'm only giving myself a 3 because I've gotten really good at hiding in the game. So if you're familiar with Fortnite, it's a little bit like Fortnite in that you have a circle that keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and you need to stay within that circle. It's a little bit like Call of Duty because it is a battle royale. You know, you are fighting everybody but your squad mates, and it's a bit like Borderlands in that you have to like find your loot. You have to find your guns and shields and other equipment through little cases that are all over the map, and you know, inside of buildings and such. There's loot laying around all over the place, and there's different levels of loot. It's a lot like Borderlands that way, and it kind of looks like Borderlands. So if you're familiar with how that look, you know, that kind of style, it's very similar to that. You know, and it has a little bit of a creepy factor to it too. It makes you you feel very paranoid through the whole game because the map is so big, and you've got like, I forget how many people are playing, but each squad unit is 3 people, and there's 20 squads maybe, so 60 people, I think that's what it is. But because the map's so big, you don't necessarily run into people right away, unless they're looking at where, because you drop out of a ship, there's a drop ship, and you drop out of the ship, and then you land in a specific area, and that's where you start looking for your loot, and then heading towards the circle and killing everything along the way. And you know, there is a possibility that people who are dropping in a squad may be looking to where other people are dropping so that they can go and kill them right away. But I haven't run into that yet, for whatever reason. And so I spend the majority of my, because I am terrible at aiming. I wish I could get somebody to like sit down and give me like a really good tutorial on how to aim quickly and shoot, because that's something I've never been good at, and maybe I never will be good at, but I have this massive problem with aiming. But I'm really good at hiding, and I'm pretty good at healing. I've been healing people in the game, so maybe that's what my niche will be, and I just won't be a high kill player. I don't know, but I would like to learn how to kill better, but that hasn't happened for me yet. But I've been watching videos left and right, trying to learn more about the mechanics of the game, memorizing the map, trying to figure out like a place to drop. I'm trying to drop in the same place over and over and over again, so that I can get used to like a certain area and get used to where the loot is in that area, and blah-de-blah-de-blah-de. So that's what I've been doing, and it's a fun game. It really is fun. It's free to download, free to play. I have like a crappy computer. I mean, it's a quad core with 8 gig of RAM, but it's a really slow processor, and the memory isn't gaming memory, it's onboard graphics, and I'm still able to play this game with no lag. So even if you got a kind of a crappy computer, you should still be able to play this game. And free is awesome. Who doesn't like free? I'm playing on my PC, but my godson plays on PS4. It also is for Xbox. So any one of those platforms is good. I prefer to play with a keyboard over a controller, but I kind of wish I could get my controller to work with this game. I'm having problems with that as well. Dang nabbit. I don't know what the deal is. It was working, and then the game did an update, and now my controller doesn't work. So maybe I need to update my drivers or something for my controller. I have like a Xbox controller that I use, and it's not working. Dang nabbit. So got to work on that. But it's really fun. It's a very pretty game. The loot is good. And you know, you do have the ability to communicate with the people who are in your squad via your headset and microphone, which hasn't really helped me any. But you know, for somebody who's actually decent at video games, I'm sure it would be wonderful for them. Like my godson uses his headphone and communicates with his squad, and I'm sure that makes them much more effective. I just don't know the game yet. So once I know the game a little bit better, I'll start using my microphone. But right now, I really don't want to hear everybody calling me an asshat or a loser or a wanker or anything like that. And that's kind of what's happening right now. Ooh, I'm sorry, I'm driving into the sun, so I can't see your comments right now. So let me get out of this area, and then I will take a look at what you were saying. But yeah, so if any of you guys play it, I'm Dali Wolf, DALIWOLF in the game, and I would appreciate anybody who is watching this to look me up, add me as a friend, and help me learn. I'm a 50-year-old woman trying to learn how to play this game. PUBG Mobile. You still like PUBG Mobile? I've never played that. Have I? Or maybe I have. And I have to look. Oh my God. It's very sunny today. I shouldn't be complaining about that because it's nice to see the sun, but ooh, it's bright. So we actually got some events this weekend at work. We've got an awards banquet tonight and a wedding tomorrow. That's good. That'll keep me going. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, the thing is, there are other battle royale type things out there. Like World of Warcraft has the what are they called? The battlefields? No, is that a battleground? No. What is it called? Battlegrounds? Where you're playing against different either you have different factions playing against one another, or you've got different squads playing against one another. So that's been going on for a long time, for years, but it wasn't so much with ranged weapons as it was melee and some ranged, like bows, and there are some guns in World of Warcraft, but for the most part it was melee and or melee, however you say it. Melee. But yeah. Oh, I like driving games too. I do. Oh, put me in a race car and I am a happy girl, let me tell you. I drive a race car. So, yeah, I like those games a lot. But I'm just finding as I'm getting older, my reaction time isn't as quick as it used to be. And that's becoming a problem in the shooting games. Like Call of Duty, my godson can kill everybody on the map before I even get one kill, I like playing Rust. And I did fairly well in that game if I had to go into combat, but my computer isn't fast enough to play Rust anymore. That's just such a graphically intensive game, and the little computer that I'm using just doesn't have the oomph for that. But I enjoyed that game a lot. I like games where you can build, That's why I thought I'd like Fortnite, but Fortnite, it happens too fast. Like within Rust, you can you've got time to build up your little encampment, your little castle. You've got time to really build it up and fortify it before you get attacked and killed. And there isn't this clock ticking down where you have to be in a circle and keep getting into that circle. It's just wide open, and you basically build your defenses and you go out and you loot other people's camps and hope that yours doesn't get looted. Try to build it up as best as you can and fortify it as best as you can so that it's really, really expensive and hard for people to attack you. And then you go out and you loot other people's loot and kill them. And it's very much a dog-eat-dog type game, but there's no clock ticking down like you have in Fortnite, And I loved Borderlands too. And even though you can do that as a cooperative game, I always thought it would be a lot more fun if it was a massive multiplayer game. But it is not. But it would be cool if it was. In Call of Duty, I can't compete against the teenagers, the young people who've got those super fast reflexes and really good eyes. I don't have either one of those things, so I can't. I like to play Call of Duty, especially if I get to play with Chrissy and my godson, but I'm just not real good. It's fun when you're playing with people who and you're not taking it over the top seriously. That's what I liked about Rust too. I'd play with Chrissy and my godson, and we would build up a big fort and just have a lot of fun. I mean, the fun of it was the building process, was building the forts and getting the loot and working as a team to make it better. Your son is a shooting game kid? Yeah, I mean, at 16, I mean, like, my nephews are so good. It's just like watching them, I'm like, how are you doing this? And my godson too, Devante, he can aim so quickly. He can see and aim so quickly. His brain moves so fast and his hands react so quickly. He's like, did you see what I just did? I'm like, no, I did not. And luckily, like, Devante puts a lot of what he does on Twitch or on YouTube, so I can go back and kind of watch him play and see how he plays and then try to play like him. And I pick up a lot of hits and tips from him. But he's so fast, it's just hard to keep up with him, you know what I mean? I'm an old school gamer. I mean, I started... Yeah, the Quick Scope King. Yeah, that is my godson too. He's just so dang good. I'm going through the tunnel, so I'm going to lose you just for a second here. The guy ahead of me is driving as slow as molasses. It's a tunnel. There are no cops in here. Will you go? For the cry-eye. Oh my gosh, pick a lane. You're a Tetris player, you could guess. That's Rick too. Rick is really good at Tetris. I mean, I've been playing video games since who knows what, 1984. You know, even before that, because we had Pong when I was a kid. And I've tried to keep up with it as it progresses and gets more and more and more complicated and more graphically intensive. But I mean, I was born in 1968. I think we got our Pong game maybe like in the late 70s, 78, 79, something like that. And then it was Atari and ColecoVision and Odyssey 2, and then on to Nintendo, and what was the one that my friend Patty had that we played? TurboGrafx. TurboGrafx was great. Sega Genesis, just and on and on and on, into the PlayStations, Xboxes, Wii U, Nintendo DS, Sony PSP, you name it, I've pretty much had it. And I've got like a giant collection of video games that's like that takes up a room. It literally takes up a room. But these newer games, I'm not fast enough, man, and that makes me sad, you know. And that if there's anything on this world that makes me feel old, where I really feel my age coming on, it's video games and my inability to play the way that I used to. But I keep trying because it keeps me young. I get to talk with young people, hear what they're thinking and talking about. Maybe give a few of them a little bit of advice now and then, or hit him on the head with a clue by 4, if you know what I'm saying. So, anyways, I'm at work now, guys. Ooh, just like drove over a snowbank. Rock on. Praise the Lord for all-wheel drive. Okay, love you guys. Mwah.